My name is Jessica Liu, and I bring to you topics on everything that is real. I'm a life coach for millennials and boomers. I'm a financial strategist, a health and nutrition guru, and a lifestyle entrepreneur. What I'm about to talk to you guys about is very serious. A death of a loved one, a grave illness, loss of income. These traumatic events rank as some of the most stressful situations that a person can endure. The current pandemic that we are facing right now is not just a medical tragedy. Even when this medical threat has disappeared, psychiatrists say that people across the globe will be battling these psychological scars for years. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the reality of things. I'm going to be talking about the impact of the virus, also the mindset that we need to adopt so that we can navigate through these uncertain times, as well as some hygiene tips that I'm going to share with you so that you can protect yourselves more from this virus. You're probably wondering, why do we have to stay home? This virus is affecting not just us, but everything on a global scale. Globally, the virus have affected our economy by $20 trillion. And a lot of times people might think, okay, so how is that affecting me? Well, let me break it down for you. Let's just take the shipping industry, for example. Shipping is ranked as the #1 industry in this entire economy. You look at the stock markets. What is it tied to? It is affected by shipping, first and foremost, and then real estate. The shipping industry alone has already incurred over $180 billion of losses just because of this pandemic. The boats are on the side, they're waiting, they're unable to load and unload these goods and resources to land. So what does that mean for everyone else? Think about it. The trucking industry is going to be affected because if there are no goods for them to deliver it, that means no need for the trucks. Same goes for the railway companies. Secondly, think about the manufacturing companies. How are these manufacturers going to make anything for us to use if they don't have the goods and the materials that they need because of the fact that these ships are unable to unload these goods? Therefore, we see a shortage of supplies, lack of toilet paper, shortage of masks, ventilators, food. Everything around us is being affected because of how this virus is impacting us on a global scale. And this leads me to the social impacts. I mean, we are seeing a rise of suicide rates and domestic abuse. I mean, just a few days ago, a man in Italy allegedly strangled his girlfriend to death because he thought she gave him the virus. But then afterwards, tests proved that both of them tested negative. And this is just one of many cases that are happening all around us. Let's take it back 10 years ago when Greece suffered one of the most crippling downturn in their economy. They took 10 times the measures of Argentina. Now, fast forward to today, Greece did not hesitate for a second to take the precautionary measures that they took to mitigate the impact of this virus. The good news is, by mid-May, Greece will be able to open their businesses one by one. And what does that mean for us? If we take the similar measures to mitigate this impact of this virus, we will be able to have our businesses open one by one as well. So this leads me to our next point. Be vigilant on your hygiene. Wash your hands for 20 seconds. Don't touch your face. Please don't touch your face. Don't touch your mouth, nose, or eyes. Another thing that I want to talk about is what are you doing with your clothes when you go back home from wherever you came from? Make sure that when you enter your home, the first thing you do is take off your dirty clothes. Don't sit on your couch, don't lean against your staircase railing, don't jump on your bed. Put your clothes in the similar spot that you normally would put so that you know where you put your dirty clothes and you can separate that from your clean clothes. Why I say this is, let's just say you go to Walmart, someone coughs, and somehow that bacteria, which is heavy, it falls on you, you go home, you sit on your couch. Now, what if your mom or your sibling decides to sit on the same spot afterwards, then they pick up your virus. Even if you touch a railing or you kind of use your elbows to open a door, whatever is on your sleeve, you can actually transfer that to anything else that you touch without you even knowing. What I do is that I put my dirty clothes into just a separate bag at the end of the day so that I know not to touch it and I and know to keep that away from anything else that may not have been affected. Now, most of us are at home. What do? We could work on our Instagram game. On my way to the Beachwood Bay. Haven't fallen so far. We could take up a new skill. Oh, come on. Almost finished. Or we can learn that language that we've always wanted to learn. Nakaka pag pabagab pagababak pabagab. There are many things that we can do, and take this opportunity to self-reflect and to really work on our mindset. Our mindset is the alpha and omega. It defines everything. Now, I'm not saying to run out and be all happy and positive and think that everything's all sunshine and rainbows. Anyone that advises you on that, they're idiots. All I'm saying is that I understand that we're humans. We are going to feel those feelings of anxiety, depression, isolation, self-doubt. That's okay because we're human. But I also want to say that how we choose to view things, how we decide to respond to the situation will ultimately hurt us or help us. What I have found is that a lot of people attach their personal self-worth and value on external things, such as the cars that they drive, toys, their job, status, title, their lifestyle, who they know, what they're wearing. I'm not saying that any of that is bad, but when you attach your self-worth to something like that, and something like this pandemic hits and all of that is stripped away, who are you at the end of the day? And I think that many people right now, because those have been taken away from them, they are forced to reflect and face themselves. It can either be a very scary thing or a beautiful thing. And I always repeat this again. When everything is stripped away from you, who are you as a person? Are you proud of who you are? What are your beliefs and what are your values? During this crisis, take time to find opportunities to figure out who you are as a person. Do you know that the word crisis in Chinese is comprised of two components or two characters, both meaning danger and opportunity? So what kind of opportunity are you going to seek out during this crisis? Again, it all stems from how you think. Maybe take out a piece of paper, write down or jot down a few lists of some of your greatest strengths or your traits, and brainstorm on how you're going to capitalize on that or how you're going to build upon that. We might think, okay, we have all this time, I'm bored, but no, it's not boring if we make it not boring. Remember, our perception is our reality. So take this time to really self-reflect and build upon who you are. What our energy flows, our attention goes. So we always have to make sure to be vigilant, but also be mindful of our current situation. Don't buy into the hysteria, please, because that's just going to infiltrate our mind with all this negativity that is ultimately going to affect how we are dealing and how we are able to handle the stress. We can do this together, stay positive, but also be informed. That's it for today. If you haven't already done so, please hit the subscribe button and click a thumbs up on this video, and also comment down below on any other topics that you would like me to go over.